It is amazing how many people stick with one brand. It could be motorcycles, it could be cars, it could be clothes, whatever it is. People are so brand loyal to certain brands. Me personally, I'm not. In this video, I'm gonna tell you guys why I'm not brand loyal to any brand, especially when it comes down to motorcycles, cars, or anything like that, and why you shouldn't be either. Let's jump into it. But what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel, or if you're new here, welcome to the channel. My name is Jeffrey, and we're all about purpose over comfort and faith over fear. Get on out there, go after your dreams, go after the things that you were put on this planet to do. So many people in life are gonna tell you not to go after the things that you wanna go after, but hey, I wanna tell you, actually do it. I'm just a normal dude, so if I can do it, you can too. But with that out of the way, I wanna talk about, actually it's kind of funny. I actually did start filming this on the motorcycle when I was riding. So I'll show you guys all the B-roll clips. I had the Insta360 going. I was testing out my Insta360 mic and my helmet, trying to see if I could just vlog with that. And I was going to basketball, like quite literally, like it worked on the way there, but the audio wasn't great. And then when I got to play basketball, I had the great idea to put the mic on myself. I thought I'll get some cool footage of me playing basketball. I literally lost the mic like within a couple minutes. So that mic's gone. I had to order another mic. So I don't have that, but I'll show you guys some of the B-roll. But I'm just in the garage right now. We're actually planning on doing another cross-country road trip, so I'm getting the trailer set and everything like that. We were gonna take the Honda with us. As you can see, I still have a New York plate on here. We were gonna take it back because it needs to get New York State inspected, even though we're in California. So you'll find a lot of people in California have different plates from different places. So I don't know, but I think we're just gonna change it over. I'm just gonna get this registered here inside of California. I have the CFMoto registered here in California, so I think it would just be easier. And it's cold back on the East Coast, so there's no point of us bringing the bikes with us, but I am gonna be taking the ECU out of my bike because I am gonna get it flash tuned when we're back on the East Coast, because in California, you can't ship it. They won't do it in California, so it's a long roundabout way, but I do want to get this tuned because I think that's going to be cool. I think I'm going to get it tuned, and I'm looking at seeing how difficult it is to do the air filter. You have to take off the gas tank and everything like that, but that's a whole nother deal for a whole nother day. But the point is, I'm not brand loyal to any brand. Now, I want to make that very clear. If you have seen my channel, if you've subscribed to my channel for a while, you will see I have gone through different cars, motorcycles, different brands and things like that. Don't get me wrong, I am partial to certain brands. Like I do like Fiat Chrysler, I do like the Jeeps, I do like Dodge Ram, I like, you know, stuff like that. But I'm not 100% sold. Like, I think the biggest thing a lot of people get just in their mind, especially when you first get into motorcycling, like I was talking to some of my other friends, it's like whatever brand that you first got, you kind of just want to stick with that one brand because that's kind of what you know. And I get it. You're spending your hard-earned money on something, and a lot of times it's a decent amount of money. So you are invested in that. You want that to be the best, and you know, it's the reason why I find people on like forums and on videos, they fight over just being like, this is the best brand. If you go to any other brand, they're the worst, you know, stuff like that. Which, don't get me wrong, I understand the human element to it. People will always fight over what is the best brand, what is the best thing, what you can possibly do. If you're spending your money on something, you want it to be the best. Reason why I think a lot of people, they look at videos on things that they already have bought to justify what they bought. And I get that. And even to my, you know, for myself, for that same extent, you know, if I'm buying something, like for example, even the trailer, I looked up a ton of, you know, hiker trailer videos and things like that myself. I wanted to justify it from my brain to be like, yeah, this was the right trailer. Even though now looking back, I mean, don't get me wrong, I still love this trailer, but I kind of wish we would have got something different, like a toy hauler, just because I didn't know we were going to go in this deep of a direction into motorcycles. But that's a whole nother story for a whole nother day. But I get it. And I think that's even applicable to the CFMoto. So don't get me wrong. I like the motorcycle. I bought the motorcycle. Am I brand loyal to CFMoto? No. If something happens, I'm going to let you guys know. If in 2,000 miles the engine blows up, I'm going to tell you. Even with my other motorcycle, the KTM 890. Now, don't get me wrong. I don't want to just say all KTMs are bad. I'm not going to say that, because of engine-wise, I had no problems with it engine-wise or anything like that. It never not started for me. It never did anything like that. The only thing that happened was the suspension. Something was messed up. Whenever I went on the highway, I would get death wobble, literally over 75 miles per hour. I tried adjusting, tried doing multiple different things, and I could not get that problem fixed. That was the main reason why I got rid of that motorcycle. And some people are going to say, you know, all KTMs are trash. this and that. I know they do have some kind of reliability, I guess, question marks, but I'm not gonna say that all of them are bad. Would I personally get another one? That's a whole nother story. I don't really know right now, but I don't want to just completely just say like I'm going to write it off forever. Now, when it comes down to the CFMoto, so far I have been enjoying it. There's no major issues with it. The oil change, did everything like that, did on road trip, things like that. And I've just been enjoying this bike. But like I said, if something does happen, I'm going to tell you guys. The reliability is a big factor, and I feel like a lot of people, especially when you're buying something, you're spending your hard-earned money on it. You want to make sure it's the best possible piece of equipment it can be. So, I'm definitely going to let you guys know. And it is actually kind of funny, even with this bike, the Honda, I have never actually really been like, it's not that I hated Honda or anything like that. I never just really had any Honda vehicles or motorcycles. This was actually, I think, our first one ever. Yeah, this was the first one ever. I did ride my sister's Honda Shadow. I mean, that's like a cruiser, it's, different. But like this, it's my first Honda ever. It's my wife's bike. We bought this. And it's kind of funny, actually, now she has the Honda dirt bike as well. Like, it wasn't even planned out to be like that. She had, the KLX 140, like the small Kawasaki as well, because I have a Kawasaki. But once she wanted to upgrade, she got the bigger Honda. And it's kind of funny how she has now the two Hondas, but that was mostly just because we were trying to find something that's taller or just a little bit bigger that she can ride, but it wasn't too tall. It wasn't necessarily just because of it was just a Honda, even though Honda has a great reliability track record, and that is something that you cannot ignore. But I don't know, I guess I'm always open to trying different brands and things like that, which is interesting because I don't know what video, maybe the next one you'll see, you'll be seeing we're going to be doing something a little bit more interesting when it comes down to brands and things like that. But the biggest thing I want to say is I feel like a lot of people, they close themselves off by even sticking with just one brand or even one type of motorcycle or one type of car. You never want to branch out of it. Don't get me wrong, like I said, I get it. Once you get invested with a brand, you kind of want to stay with them, especially if you had a good experience. So I get that. And it does make sense. A lot of the just systems, the infotainment systems, or just like the way the layout is, the controls, it's very similar. So it would make sense a lot of times people who have, the CFMoto, I think the 300 and then the 450, you want to upgrade to the 675. Makes sense. And even after this, now that the 775 is coming out, which even for myself, I was looking at those, I was like, oh, that's going to be cool because I like the way this is laid out. I like everything about this bike, but that makes sense. But I do feel like you could be missing out on a lot of experiences just by not experimenting with other things. So I say at the very least, stay open-minded because there's a lot of other bikes, a lot of other things out there that you may have missed out on if you just would have took the chance and just take a look at it. But with that being said, let me know, guys, what do you guys think? Do you guys stick with one brand? Do you guys like multiple brands? What is your thoughts when it comes down to changing things up when it comes down to motorcycles? Let me know in the comment section below. Subscribe for more, and we'll see you guys on the next one.